there, Inner Power Entrepreneurs. Welcome to the very first episode of the Inner Power Entrepreneur podcast. If you were in my office with me right now, I would give you jumping high fives. I'm so psyched you're here. If you don't know me yet, I'm your host, Dr. Amanda, and you're in the right place if you're a growth-minded entrepreneur who's ready to get aligned with your inner power to get what you want in life and business. Today, our intro episode of the Inner Power Entrepreneur podcast, we're going to talk about how to align with your inner power to get what you want in life and business. First, I want to tune in to the fact that this is the fourth season of this podcast. And if you'll look back and scroll through the different iterations and all the evolutions of this podcast, you'll see that it started with Max Potential Habits and then shifted to Max Potential Money. And then there was a season for the Woman Entrepreneur podcast. And now we've landed in our home of the Inner Power Entrepreneur. Things that you're going to expect from this round of podcasting are somewhat similar to what I've brought to the table before. We're going to answer questions like, what is inner power and how do I access it? How do I know who I am, what I want, and how do I get there? So this whole concept of know who you are, know what you want, and know how to get there. Every episode, I'm going to bring you gems of wisdom that help you understand how to do just that. I talk a lot about zone of genius and how to tap into your zone of genius, play within your highest values, know your working genius so that you can magnetize easier money your way, easier opportunities. I love to think about, I've been playing with calling it lately your inner power zone, where in this zone you are able to be a manifestation master. And I want to remind you, this is science-based strategy. So I will be bringing in articles, I'll be bringing in things that I read, experts that I talk to, neuroscience, quantum physics, metaphysics, all the things that are going to teach you how to play to your energy strength and how to align yourself to be the most empowered version of yourself so that you can get whatever you want. I think about inner power in this way that you are accessing every energetic excellence within you. If you think about your scale of consciousness, when you're low vibe and you're living in shame and guilt and fear and doubt and uncertainty, you're not able to manifest easily because you're causing resistance. And we're going to talk about that more today. Overarchingly on the podcast, we'll talk about those topics. We'll talk about how do I master my entrepreneur mindset. You know that I'm big on mindset. A lot of people call me a mindset and manifestation coach or even just a mindset coach. And the reason for that is because everything starts with your mind and your state of being. So your energetic makeup, how you think, how you feel, what you believe. And I wrap that all into mindset. I want to help you decrease your stress and your burnout. I know that as entrepreneurs, we put a lot on our plates and we can tend to get crazy stressed out and burn out if we're not conscious. And so I will bring you tips and strategies to stay conscious as an entrepreneur so that you can enjoy the process and not create a prison out of your business. I'll teach you how to make more money as an entrepreneur, how to make easier money, how to make money doing what you enjoy, remove your money blocks, any unconscious limiting beliefs that you have, how to get over fear, doubt, uncertainty, imposter syndrome, and set goals that actually work. And, if you've been following me and listening to other seasons of this podcast, you'll know that I talk a lot about the law of attraction, and I will always teach how it actually works. I'm not a pie in the sky type of person or airy fairy. I'm definitely very woo-woo, and yet I'm woo-woo because I know woo-woo works. And I teach the philosophies and principles behind why that's the case. I would never advocate for you to just sit on your couch and wish that something would happen. That's actually going to push things away from you because when you believe something to be true with 100% certainty, you will automatically take action. So if you're sitting on your couch not taking action and you're stuck in a state of procrastination, it actually means that you don't believe that what you want to manifest is possible for you. And so you're always going to be in action when you are aligned with what you believe and what you choose to consciously manifest or whatever goals you are desiring to achieve. And so we talk about all kinds of things like that. That's what you can expect here. In a couple weeks, we will go back to releasing 2 episodes a week. And for now, it's going to look like a very short episode and then a longer episode. All solo casts for now, with me teaching you and hanging out with you, sharing stories, inspiration, articles, strategies, all the good stuff that's going to help you access your inner power. So that's what you can expect from this new version of the podcast. Thank you so much for sticking around if you're still here from other seasons of the podcast. And thanks for coming back if you're a guy who wasn't around during the Woman Entrepreneur podcast seasons. If you are liking what you get here, it is incredibly helpful to have you share it with people who you think would benefit. And of course, always possible to leave a review, share clips on social media, or just take a screenshot while you're listening to it and share it on your social media and tag Inner Power Daily in the post. And that helps us reach more people. If you're a podcaster or you listen to a lot of podcasts, you know that there is a lot of time and energy and effort and money that goes into podcasting, and it's a free value for it. It offers free value for you. And so it helps a lot when you share it with people who you think may be interested. So just remember that my new hashtag on all things, so Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and also YouTube, is at Inner Power Daily. So at Inner Power Daily. If you look up at Inner Power Daily, you will find me there. If you have questions that you would like to have answered on the podcast, tag me at Inner Power Daily. I'm most active on Instagram. You could just tag me there and you can ask me a question and I'll do an episode answer just for you. So that's a really fun thing that you can do to be involved and hang out with me. Okay, let's get to today's topic. That was a little longer intro than usual because we're leaning into the new season. So I wanted to give you the background of what to expect. Okay, today, how to align with your inner power to get what you want in life and business. I'm going to start with this quote that I love so much by Albert Einstein because it's so powerful. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. Match the frequency. So the reason I say this is because when we're talking about how to align with your inner power to get what you want in life and business, the word align is really important and the word inner power is really important, or the term inner power is really important. And this is because when I'm talking about inner power and alignment, what I'm talking about is your energetic vibe. Think about when someone walks into a room and they are low vibe. You can tell instantly if someone's in a bad mood by the way they carry their body, by the way they talk, by almost like the glow of their skin, the way that they smile or don't smile, the way that their eyes are glowing and sparkly or tired and withdrawn, the way that they interact with you. You can tell whether somebody is struggling and feeling freaked out and stressed out. You might not know the exact reasons why, but you can feel it energetically. Versus someone who comes in as super high vibe and they're happy and they're glowing and you get attracted to them, right? So inner power alignment is going to cause you to be magnetic to positive things because you are matching the vibe of the frequency of the reality you want. I want you to remind yourself how important it is to align yourself every single day, first thing in the morning. The reason for this is because when you wake up, you are starting out the energy of the new day and you are setting up what's next. So if you move into the day, let's say your alarm goes off and you feel stress and you start to freak out about all the to-dos, you are already setting up your day to be challenging because you're sending out a vibrational frequency that says, I'm stressed and I'm overwhelmed and I don't feel that great. Versus, let's say you wake up in the morning and you set your alarm and when you wake up, you go, oh yeah, today's another day to get what I want. Today's another day to take action in an inspired direction. Today's another day to be filled with joy and serve the world powerfully through my business. Today's another day to feel good and be high vibe. You feel the difference in those. And energetically and in a quantum field of energy, in the version where you're getting up happy and joy-filled, you're going to attract easier opportunities your way. In the version where you wake up and you feel stressed out, you're going to be pushing easier opportunities away. The way I like to think about this is, let's imagine that you are in the forest running away from a tiger or a lion. This is not a time to be creative or for the universe to send you opportunities, because what is getting read in your energetic or vibrational frequency is that you are overwhelmed and in survival mode and stressed out. And the interesting thing about the universe is that it doesn't discriminate. It doesn't go, that's not good for you, I'm not going to send you that vibrational match. It just goes, here's the match I'm reading and I'm going to send that to you. And so you want to match the frequency of the reality you want. And then you cannot help but get that reality. So I'm going to repeat this so many times during, probably in every episode you listen to of this podcast, how important it is to align your energy every single day, first thing in the morning, and then throughout the day. Okay. So in this step-by-step process, how to align with your inner power to get what you want, the first important thing is alignment, which means match your energy with high vibe frequencies. When I say high vibe frequencies, it's going to be things like joy, gratitude, appreciation. And this is really interesting. I went to an Esther Hicks or an Abraham Hicks event this last weekend, and she talked about the difference between gratitude and appreciation. And I know in coaching world, a lot of people talk about this. And there's controversy about whether gratitude is workable, is a good term versus appreciation. And I will say that most people reason that appreciation is a higher vibe and that you want to focus on appreciation because what you appreciate appreciates. And the word itself means there's an accumulation and a cumulative momentum effect, right? It's appreciating. Whereas gratitude can be used as almost a beat up, or it can be lack filled. Like you could say, oh, I'm grateful for what I have. And a lot of the subtext of that can be grateful because I don't have what I really want, but be grateful for what I have. And so I like to teach people how you use it internally with conscious intention is what matters. If gratitude works for you and you feel really good about being grateful, be grateful. If appreciation makes more sense for your brain and you're more aligned with that in a way that feels good, use appreciation. So back to vibes, right? Appreciation, gratitude, joy, inspiration, happiness, all those higher vibe things are going to help you. So in the morning, you want to do things that make you higher vibe, because then you attract higher vibe things into your life and into your world and into your reality, which is obviously going to help you build your business more easily. Now, the thing that's hard here is that a lot of people think that they'll get happy once they have the thing they think they're seeking. The trick is, though, that you must first align with the frequency to attract it to you. It's not have, do, be, it's be, do, have. You must be energetically aligned and match the frequency to attract to you that which you want. It's not the other way around. And so don't trick yourself and think, I'm going to be stressed to hell while I build my business, and then I'm going to get the thing I want, and then I'll feel happy. It doesn't work that way. That is an impossibility in quantum physics, because your matched energy is matched with stress and strain and struggle and fear. And so you're creating a reality based on that. You've heard me say before, or if it's your first time here, this is your first time hearing me say this, your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. If you don't like what you're getting on the outside, then change what's within. Okay. So your outer world is reflecting your inner world. So change what's within. That's what's going to change your outer world. It's not the other way around. Most people think if I change something on the outside, I'll start to feel better. And that is an impossibility, and it doesn't work that way. That is not how the law of attraction works. It's not how manifestation works. And it's not how quantum physics works. Okay, so now I want you to think about the word inner power. Inner power, obviously, this is called the Inner Power Entrepreneur Podcast, and my whole new company is built around inner power principles. So I want you to think about inner power and what it means to you. To me, inner power is really important because it is the source of everything you create in your life. And just like I said, your outer world is reflecting your inner world. So if you feel powerful internally, you're going to create an external reality that aligns with feeling powerful. Feeling powerless sucks. And if you go back to the last episode of the Woman Entrepreneur podcast, whether you're a man or a woman, I talk a lot about this, the feelings of powerlessness that I experienced when I was on food stamps. And even when I was a stay-at-home mom, and, I had my first baby right after I turned 21. And I struggled with a lot of these things. I was very young. I felt very marginalized. We were pretty poor. And I I didn't feel like I had any power. And I want you to think for yourself right now, when you've been in stages of your life where you haven't felt powerful, what got created for you? What were you creating? How did it feel? How did you feel when you felt powerless? And I know powerless can be a feeling. Add some layers to it. Did you feel alone? Did you feel fearful? Did you feel scarcity? Did you feel hopeless? Hopeless, right? Like this is never going to change. And all of a sudden, when you shift into a state of power, then your outer world starts to shift and you go, oh, life is good. There are possibilities. I do love myself. People are attracted to me. Clients are coming my way. Everything changes from this inner state of power. And so power is one of those things I want you to play with every day from here on out. Hearing me say this, I want you to use the mantra, I choose inner power daily. That's why I named the company this. I had so much fun, by the way. I just want to give a shout out to my honey, Abe, who are having so much fun creating this round of business. So those of you who are new, my husband left his C-suite job this year to come work with me full-time in my company that was called NFA Money, no fucking around money. And we have gone through so many iterations and I would say deconstructing and reconstructing and surrendering and me letting go of everything I was building that wasn't working. And I'd say letting go of the things that weren't working and also being willing to let go of everything just to see what was possible. And I had this flash of recognizing that my transformation started with power and going from being powerless to feeling powerful, and that the people that I've worked with, that is the common thread. Most people came to me because they wanted to make more money, because I'm known as the money healer, and I've helped a lot of people overcome their money blocks because I went from food stamps to 6 figures in my first year of business. And so that was something that people were attracted to me for. And really what they walked away with was a sense of inner power. And they would say that, like, wow, they would use the words confident, and I feel more alive. I feel more aligned. I feel like I can decide what I want. And that's where this concept of know who you are, know what you want, know how to get there comes from. And so my honey and I have been having so much fun coming up with the logo and the branding and the just all these different parts that go into recreating this next version of my business. And so this is just all on audio, not video. You'll start seeing some video stuff, but we have in the office, we just hung up this poster that we created with our logo that says innerpowerdaily.com. And there's this little spot that says, I choose Inner Power Daily. And that's really the concept here, is that it's a mantra that you use. I choose inner power daily. When you're feeling down and out, you get to shift and reframe to, I choose inner power daily. I choose inner power today. I choose inner power right now. I choose inner power instead of powerlessness. I choose inner power decisions. I choose an inner power business, right? Like things like that, like it's a choice. Our happiness is a choice. And I know that hard things happen. I've been there too. I've had a lot of hard things happen in my life. And when you're stuck in it, I don't know where you're at on that spectrum right now. When you're stuck in it, it feels hopeless and you do feel powerless. And I want to just give you that inspiration. If that's where you're at right now, just start playing with this concept of like, where do I feel any sense of power in my life? And it might be cooking. It might be, I feel powerful when I listen to music. It might be, I feel powerful when I drive my car up the mountain and listen to a loud song. Whatever makes you feel moments of power are going to start to shift, because again, when we go back to that Einstein quote, he says, everything is energy. And that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. Okay. So when you tap into moments of inner power throughout the day, everything will start to change for you. And even if you're feeling powerless most of the time, you can tap into moments of power, and you'll notice over time a shift in your frequency, which will then start to attract different things to you over time. The reason we added daily to this, Inner Power Daily, is because this is a daily practice. This is not something that you do one and done. You don't just go like, oh, I'm going to feel powerful today, and then tomorrow I'm not going to do anything to make myself feel powerful. It's a choice, it's a habit, it's a mindset, and it's you deciding every day to get aligned with your inner power. right? And whatever inner power means to you. So take some time to write out, what does power mean to me? That'd be a great journaling question for you today. What does power mean to me? How do I feel most powerful? What am I doing when I feel powerful? And just play with this concept, okay? What this will do is help you get what you want, because when you are filled with doubt and uncertainty, you are sending resistance to the universe, and you are causing what you would like to manifest to take longer to get to you because of your uncertainty. Anytime you feel uncertain, you're in a state of disempowerment, right? You're having thoughts that are not full of power. and interestingly, actually, let's clarify here. They are full of power. They're just full of power in the direction you don't want to go. So always remember the way the law of attraction works. So I want you to think about this as how inner power manifesting works. The way the law of attraction works is that it's a mix of manifestation plus magnetism. Okay. And manifestation is how everything is created through your unconscious and conscious intention. And just think of manifesting like setting a goal and accomplishing it. That's manifesting. Simplest terms, it would be me getting my cup of tea this morning. I manifested it. Bigger terms would be, okay, I'm creating a 10-figure business or whatever the goal is for you. That's manifesting, right? Now, magnetism is how you attract through your energy or your vibrational frequency. And your energy is made up of your thoughts and your emotions, and thoughts are also your beliefs, right? So I think of that energy as that state of being part. It's your thoughts, it's your emotions. Emotions are energy in motion. Okay, so thoughts of possibilities are going to give you, let me go back. Thoughts of possibilities plus emotions of joy. Okay, so thinking things are possible and having feelings of joy is going to give you successful attraction. That's a powerful, aligned state. Thoughts of worry and emotions of fear or feelings of fear are going to give you unsuccessful attraction. That's a disempowered state. Yet, the strength of the emotions, whether it's joy or fear, is what it magnetizes to you. So the more powerful your feelings are in a direction, whether it's conscious or unconscious, whether it's high vibe or low vibe, that's your magnetic power. So the reason I like to think about I choose inner power, I want you to equate it with all the good high vibes, all the aligned high vibes, where you're like, I feel joy, I feel flow, I feel fun, I feel ease, I feel happy, I feel appreciation and gratitude. I see the world of possibilities and I feel freaking good. Okay, that's inner power. That's like when you are a magnet for what you consciously choose to create. Okay. Now, when you're in a state of fear and doubt and worry, like things like imposter syndrome and procrastination, and you feel stuck and overwhelmed and hopeless, you are still attracting to you. You're just attracting things that are going to keep reinforcing the feelings of disempowerment and the hopelessness and the fears and the doubts and the uncertainties. Okay. So always remember that whatever it is you're feeling, you are magnetizing through what you feel. And then you will manifest based on that, okay? And that's how the law of attraction works in its simplest version, okay? So remember, you must get aligned every single day in order to consciously and deliberately design the life and business you love. And this is your job to do. Nobody's going to do this for you. You must choose inner power daily, right? I love that so much. I'm loving this brand that Abe and I created. It's really fun. I'm so aligned with it. So definitely check out the website, I Choose Inner Power Daily, or you can just type in innerpowerdaily.com. That's our handles, innerpowerdaily.com. I Choose innerpowerdaily.com gets you there as well, but innerpowerdaily.com. You'll see awesome stuff there. We do have a new 3-video course. So it's called I'll actually just go to the website, go innerpowerdaily.com, and at the top, you'll see the 3-video course. Free course, 2 hours of training with worksheets. It's awesome. I give you 5 strategies that are super powerful for getting you aligned with your inner power. Okay, so for today's action step in this episode, right now, what I want you to do, whether you're driving, whether you're running, whether you're sitting at your desk and listening to this, I just want you to take 3 deep breaths consciously, while you're focusing on letting go and feeling higher vibe, okay? And when I say letting go, what I'm talking about is letting go of any conscious or unconscious blocks you have to feeling really damn good, Okay. It's a choice to feel good. You can do this for 3 seconds to raise your vibe, or 3 breaths to raise your vibe. And then we're going to notice how you feel. So just right now, whatever you're doing, if you can stop what you're doing and breathe, do it. If you can't, just do it as you're doing whatever you're doing. Okay. So let's just breathe in through our nose. As you breathe in through your nose, I want you to imagine golden light energy filling every cell of your body. However you visualize this, it's like love, light, joy, happiness, collective consciousness, all the good vibes coming into every cell of your body. And then on the out breath, really breathe hard, like, and as you're breathing it out, just say the words to yourself: let go, let go, let go, let go. Okay. Another one in, golden light, all the power vibes, all the high vibes, filling up every cell of your body. And then on the out, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. And remember, you're letting go of all the resistance in your body, all the blocks, all the negative charges. Again, in, imagine inner power, awesomeness filling every cell of your body. And on the out, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go of anything that's stopping you from aligning from your highest power, your inner power awesomeness. Okay. Now that was 3 breaths. I don't know about you, but I was even guiding that and talking. Those few deep breaths I took, my brain feels completely different. Now, this sounds silly. I know it might sound silly, but I want you to remember that it's these small daily habits, these tiny habits that lead to huge results over time. So, this episode is called How to Align with Your Inner Power to Get What You Want in Life and Business. And I'm telling you, and you might not believe me, but I want you to practice and stick around with me. It's these small pivots in your energetic state of being all day long that will cause you to get different results over time. For me, when I was on food stamps and I felt very hopeless and scared and angry and frustrated and stuck in survival mode, I started with very small things like affirmations, which I call affirm mantras now. You can learn about that in the Inner Power 101 course on the page. You can shift your energy through breathing. You can shift your energy through dancing. You can shift your energy through prayer if that's your thing, or meditation, or EFT tapping. There are awesome ways to do it. The trick is that you've got to be conscious enough to take the time to slow down and do it multiple times throughout the day to start to retrain your energetic system in a higher vibe direction so that you can attract consciously and deliberately design the life and business that you absolutely love. And that's what I'm here for you. I'm going to keep teaching you awesome strategies that are easy for you to follow. So just remember, 3 deep breaths. If you set an alarm on your phone today and just took 3 deep breaths every hour, I promise you your life and energy will start to shift. Well, let's say this, your energy will start to shift, and then your life will start to change. Your business will start to change. And it really is that simple. If you don't believe me, test it out for a month and then let me know what happens. Okay, so your action step is to go to innerpowerdaily.com and take the free 3-video training. You'll see a link right at the top of the page. Can't wait to see you here next time. And until then, I'm sending you giant hugs and jumping inner power high fives.